Welcome to our first episode of Sulohland Finds, and I found at a local Goodwill in Virginia this Stormtrooper helmet. More like a clone trooper, actually. These were the first guys that just had their helmets, and man, this thing was pretty awesome. Like, my eyes just immediately glowed when I first saw this thing. My wife was just looking at me like, yeah, that is definitely you. And surprisingly, it was in very good condition. I couldn't believe seeing this thing. It just radiated like, get me, get me out of here, man. And luckily, it was a reasonable price, and I decided to, custom paint it. I wanted to paint it a very awesome black color because I like the color black, and it gave me the ideas of, the depth troopers, really. So I just decided to, spray paint the whole entire thing. And luckily for me, I couldn't even get my gloves on for some very reason. It was just weird. But I just started to just go in, spray paint it all down, get in every nook and cranny as possibly I could find. And the first thing I really had to do was, get every piece down. What I should have done was get cardboard because it was just sticking everywhere. And luckily, I had the gloves on, and you don't want the fumes and stuff like that all getting all in your face and everything. But it turned out pretty awesome. It was a nice radiant color. It glowed, but when it dried, I started to see that it looked a little messy in some areas, and it was sticky in some areas. So I needed to pretty much clean it up in the base because it didn't feel good in my hands, and overall, it felt like it was glued on. It didn't really give it a good, robust color, and I saw that it was dripping. It had really bad drips in certain areas, and I said, I gotta get that. I gotta get that area, and in some crevices, it really didn't, blend in well. So I really had to start over and pretty much just surface it down, and it sucked. It sucked that when I spray painted it was a good spray paint. It's for plastic, and I just had to sand it down. So I got a good sander that was inside of the garage and just proceeded as such. And I should have put down some cardboard because it was sticking everywhere. I should have done that, but it was solid. It was really solid, and I just proceeded as such to just sand it down to get everything blush and even. But then the idea came to me. I wanted it to look a little more battle hardened, like battle worn down, as if this helmet has been through a lot. So I proceeded as such to make certain grooves into the helmet, certain dent marks, and like I was in a battle or something, or the helmet itself was just constantly going through battles and being passed around as such, because this was a very good find. For $7, it was an amazing find. And we found this in Virginia. My wife just looked at me. I was like, we was on our trip, a little mini honeymoon, because we just recently got married, and I was like, I'm looking for something special. So when we got to that Goodwill, that local Goodwill in that area in Richmond, my wife was like, "This is so you right here." She just got it, and I was like, "You know what? I was really looking for a helmet. I was really looking for something to just be me, give me character, in so many different areas and so many different places that we went to." And I was like, "This is amazing. This is an amazing find." And I was lucky enough to just pick this thing up, and it looked like it really needed some character, some love. So this is what I proceeded to do. Painted a nice matte black, and it just radiate. It just spoke to me. And I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode, and subscribe, comment, and proceed as such, because this is just part one of me making this helmet personally, making it a personal feel. So catch you on the next one. Peace.